everybody, thank you for coming to Doolittle Exotics. My name is Aaron Page. Thank you for viewing our video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment if you have not already. We are here to take you on insane outdoor adventures, funny shenanigans, cool looking reptiles, and all the adventures in between. Thank you for stopping by, and we enjoy your presence. Participating, and who are you thanking? Doolittle Exotics, right?
Yes, definitely.
Thank you so much. Wake me up before you go. Thank you guys for clicking my video. So freaking exciting, you guys. Gigantic cookie jar. I've been waiting to do this for like a couple weeks now. I cannot believe that it's here. I'm glad to have you guys here. Let's get into this freaking video. I've said it once, I'm gonna say it again. Utilize your yard, you guys. This is where I'm going today. My boat with my big sticks on it. So here is our gigantic cookie jar, you guys. $15 from Target, every wife's favorite store, man. I cannot believe I went there looking for glass. They have the best glass. I went there and I found this little thing for 10 bucks. I was gonna settle, and then I found this monster, you guys, and I could not believe it. Check this thing out. So freaking cool. I cannot wait to show you guys what we're gonna do with this. What we're gonna do today is rehome our Montenegro Isopods. Now, they've been in this 6-quart for it's like a week or so since I put out my last video. But I've seen that they're starting to breed, and I want to give them a complete upgrade. I want to give them this. And this is gonna be so freaking cool. It's gonna be built up in the back, and I'm gonna have this really cool background with cork and all this cool stuff, you guys. You know how I do it. Box of goodies. We're gonna have moss. We're gonna have all types of plants. It's gonna be so freaking cool. I cannot wait to walk you guys through this. This is the ultimate Isopod setup bin, and I'm gonna show you how we do that. All right, you guys, this is what we're gonna use for our background. It's gonna be kind of like a bark background, but with soil mixed into it. It's gonna be so freaking cool. I'm gonna just break this apart. Look, it kind of just breaks on its own, man. Now that's one little piece, and what I'm gonna do is silicone these pieces onto this, and then we're gonna put moss and all types of plants in between these pieces. It's gonna be super duper cool. Now I'm sure you guys have seen this. Most people keep it in one piece, but I had the great idea. Let's just freaking break it apart, man. So we are working with glass, so we put on gloves so we don't get no fingerprints on here. Check this out. Basically, we're just gonna put these up here, and we're gonna make them pop out and kind of arrange them out through this whole thing. Then we're gonna take our bark and we're gonna individually place it throughout the whole enclosure. It's gonna be super duper cool. Like I said, we're gonna bring it up a little bit more so the isopods can climb all over these tree barks and everything. It's gonna be super cool. I cannot wait to show you guys the end result. A little bit of this here substrate and pack it around that. You want to give it a very naturalistic look, and this is how you do it. Now, I was taught this method by @LuckyFrogs by Daniel. He's a very good guy. He hooked me up and he helped me build my first bioactive enclosure. Now we're just gonna leave that like that, and I'm gonna take our next stick and I'm gonna put the silicone everywhere where it touches. And then we're gonna arrange all these little sticks that we found in the yard into this thing. Now when we're all done, this is gonna look really cool. It looks kind of crazy right now, and it's a long process, definitely a 2-day process, because you want to let the silicone dry and cure before you put any animals or any type of bugs in here. But it is super rewarding, you guys. Absolutely amazing, you guys. A confirmed lock with Sunshine and Pharrell. I cannot wait to get eggs from these two. Check it out. So then, you guys, we're gonna take these pieces of bark and we're gonna stick them up right here, all in between this stuff, and it's gonna kind of just be broken up like that. And then in between this, we're gonna stick more soil and plant. Perfectly in line with that right there. Take a little bit of dirt, throw it on the side right here. I'm gonna break off a couple pieces off the top, then I'm gonna break off the side to create our border and come all the way down the side that way, and then across the top, and we're gonna fill in our middle with all these little extra pieces and add dirt in between. I can't believe what I found in the substrate of OG's tank. Absolutely mind-blowing. I never thought this could happen. Check this out, you guys. I'm cleaning out the substrate so I can make myself a new isopod bed, you guys, and check this out. Let me see if I can move some of this. You see them hopping around, you guys? Look. Look at that. Check it out. It's a little cricket, you guys. There's a bunch of little crickets in here. The crickets that I put in there must have bred and made a bunch of little crickets in this substrate, which is absolutely insane. So we have all of our bark laid individually all the way going down. My suggestion is that you do one side at a time if you're doing a circle. Do this side, then do this side, then do that side. I had a little bit of difficulty, but check it out. I took silicone and I spread it all through the empty areas. And we're gonna add all types of substrate through this whole thing and make it a really naturalistic background. Our Montenegro isopods, also known as clown isopods, you guys, these guys are so freaking cool. They also have another subspecies that's all orange with yellow and white dots. That's next on our list. So freaking cool. Right now they're feeding on butterworms and dead crickets from the monitor cage that he did not eat. Super good cleanup crew. They're great for this. They've been living in this 6-quart tub. Like a slope, you guys, so it gives a lot more depth to the enclosure, and the isopods can climb over this whole background in the back and do whatever they need to along all the plants. This comes the fun part. I have all kinds of crazy plants that are going to go in here, and all these plants are going to go in this little tiny cookie jar. It's going to be absolutely amazing. So check this out. I think I'm going to start with this vine right here that Daniel gave me. We're just gonna dig this back into here, just like this, into this little hole. Yeah, you're good. You're good doing that. Yeah, I'm doing the purple. Now this tree kind of reminds me of kind of like a mini pine tree. I really like it. I'm gonna put this right up front, and it's gonna go really deep, probably all the way to the bottom. Throw this whole thing down there, pitter patter that down there. Pitter patter, let's get at her. All right, you guys, it took me just a little bit of playing around, but I got our plants in here. Check this out. A couple lava rocks, and this right here, the string of turtles, fits perfectly right above them. Absolutely cool. We haven't even added the sticks yet. And I'm also going to put moss all up in these little areas where the turtle heads aren't covering, or string the turtles. Now let's add our sticks. And everything kind of freestyle, so we're not documenting everything that I'm doing because it's a lot of mistakes in the process. But check this out. When all of it's done, you're going to want to buy yourself a big cookie jar. So we got just a couple sticks in there, but these isopods are absolutely going to love all this. This is a really cool setup, and I don't know if I'm going to stick an animal in here yet. I'm thinking a tiny frog, but I got to figure out a better way to ventilate this first. But for isopods, this is going to be absolutely perfect. Check it out. Let's see if I can dip you guys in there real quick. Kind of a dip in. Look at that. That's pretty freaking cool, man. If you ask me, for being a tiny little cookie jar, well, actually not tiny, but a gigantic cookie jar, this came out really freaking cool, and I'm pretty proud of Doolittle for this one. This is how we look from the outside. A little bit distorted, but you can see that this thing is absolutely freaking awesome, even with the blurriness in it. Absolutely awesome, you guys. Kickflip, Montenegro isopods, also known as clown isopods, you guys. Armadillidae montenegrense. I had to write it on my hand because I cannot pronounce these things to save my life. But what I do know is that they hail from the Montenegro area, Balkan area, all the way into Croatia, you guys, and Europe. It's super cool. I cannot believe that these guys come from like a little forest area. You know what I mean? If you flip over a little log or something, you are gonna find these guys under there. It's super cool. They're like every other isopod, 70 to 80 humidity. lighting. These guys are nocturnal, so they're gonna be out and active more at night, and it's really cool to see them at night. I came in here and I've shined the light in there and they're just bustling, eating, trying to find and forage for food. They're super duper cool, so I'm excited to have these here, you guys. A lot of people have them in captive bred communities, so this is why we're doing this. We're trying to help that so people can stop picking them out of the wild. What we're gonna do with ours is once we get enough, we like to trade our isopods with other isopod keepers and get some of theirs. This is the best way to build the community, you guys, keeping it all together. Other than that, we'll throw a little mushroom in there every now and then. We got our morning wood. You guys have seen our other isopod videos, super cool. Care is super easy with these guys. They are a low maintenance crustacean and you can fit them in pretty much anything. Get yourself a 10-quart tub from Walmart, man. It works super duper good. They are a part of a family of over 10,000. Imagine having 10,000 relatives in your family. That's absolutely insane. So crustaceans, isopods, they're all a part of this one gigantic family. And that's how we need to be in the community, honestly. All of us need to come together and just be one gigantic family that don't know how to say Latin names. Most of us do, but Aaron does not. Threat being habitat loss and climate change, you guys. Obviously there is a tremendous amount of conservation going on over there. You want to keep your forest, you want to keep everything green and alive. Let's not knock it all down and build fancy houses. We don't need that. I like to see isopods under rocks and such. Other than that, you guys, they're only like $20 for a 10 count. Off of a 10 count, you can start a whole culture. I don't think most people know this. They think you need a big old bundle of them. No, 10 count will give you a good culture. You keep it in a little 6-quart for a couple weeks, let them breed, and then they'll start getting babies. These guys produce really well, you guys, super fast. It's good to see them. I put them into the cookie jar maybe 2 weeks ago and we're already seeing babies. We had them in the 6-quart before that, and once we had started seeing babies from that, we threw them in there, and now there's just a big old abundance of them. It's nice. They produce a little bit faster than most, which is really, really cool. The clown isopod. That's all today, folks, and I'm glad you guys are here to enjoy it. Please like and subscribe. All I know is Doolittle's out.